And plants give us what?
Air.
Food! Yeah, right? Who doesn't like to eat? I'm skinny, Anna, but I love to eat. I can eat 4 times, 5 times a day. Okay. So dirt's important. Why else is dirt important? Why? Right, oxygen. Right. Why else is dirt important? It cleans our water. Very good. It cleans our water. Why else is dirt important? Right. What about, you see these big timbers and stuff? This building? Where does that come from? The what? Trees, and trees grow in the dirt. So, think of all the buildings or houses, your bed's made out of wood, and it grows in the dirt. In fact, I bet some of you had dirt for breakfast. What did you have for breakfast? Yes. Eggs. Eggs come from chickens, and chickens eat off the ground. Well, I had sausage this morning. Sausage comes from pigs. Pigs eat off the ground. They eat things that grow. What?
I ate chocolate chip muffins.
Muffins have wheat in them. Grains grow. Everybody had nourishment that got that way from the ground. Okay? Hands down, hands down, hands down. So, let me ask you something. Do we need to care about the dirt on the ground? Yes. Do we need to take care of it?
Yes.
Farmers use it, right, to grow crops, and we eat the food. It's really important. But dirt also, guys, hey, be still. Listen up. All right, here we go. See this bank, this hill right here? If that grass wasn't there and we had this torrential rainstorm, what would happen?
There would be mud everywhere.
Mud everywhere. Where would that mud go? Down the hill, right? It would end up in here and we'd have a mess. So when it rains, I need a rain. If it just rains on the ground, and the ground's flat, does a whole lot happen? Not really. It kind of soaks in, but if the lay of the land changes, like you have a hill, and it rains enough on it, what do you think happens?
It will slide down.
What will the dirt? It's going to erode. It's called erosion. Have you ever heard of erosion? Soil erosion? Watch this. If it rains, the dirt, if it's bare, doesn't stay there. It goes away. And that's called erosion. But if you've got a plant on it, I'm going to take my plant out. What is on the bottom of this plant? Dirt. Can you see anything else? Roots. You know what those roots are doing? Look, the dirt doesn't fall off, does it? The roots are holding onto that dirt like my hands are roots, and it's just grabbing a hold so it can get nutrition, minerals, water, but it helps stabilize the earth, right? Trees, everything that have roots, they play an important part. Now this is so where does dirt come from? Or how is it formed? It's formed, things that affect it are temperature, keep your hands down, freezing, thawing, the lay of the land. Is it steep? Is it flat?
Rock.
Right. Dirt actually comes from rock. So y'all are smart. What grade are y'all? 6th?
Second.
Wow. Fool me. Wait a minute. So over time and pressure on rocks way down the ground, it breaks rocks down and creates new dirt. Now, if I had a big sledgehammer and a big rock like this big, how long do you think it would take me to make that all into a pile of dirt? Forever! I get so tired, my hands
2 days.
2 days? Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Okay. All right. So this is what dirt looks like kind of under the ground. I've got a little soil profile. Up top you have plants. Up in the very top is the really good stuff. It's the topsoil. And that's where all the nutrients are, and that's why the plant grows. Then down below that is the subsoil. Around here, that's usually clay. It's real hard. And then way in the bottom, can you see what's in the bottom? Rocks and water, right. that water rains on top of the ground, trickles through all this stuff, and the earth and the dirt actually cleans that water. Who drinks out of a well at home?
I do.
You do?
The tile of the woods.
Your well goes all the way down through all this, and it goes into this bedrock, and it brings that water up. It's nice and clean and pure, you hope. Now, if you took and pour a bunch of gasoline right on top of your well, would that be a good thing? It would make its way down here, and one day you would pour a glass of water, and you'd say, this tastes funny. Here's another little clear thing of how the soil is. Topsoil, subsoil, and then the rock down in the bottom. So, what causes erosion? We've already talked about one, y'all saw it. What?
Like a hill, and when you put water on it,
Water. Water causes erosion. Has anybody ever seen a picture of the Grand Canyon?
Yes.
Everybody?
No, I wasn't
No?
there.
No? Oh, okay.
Well, my dad was there.
Okay. It's a huge canyon out in Colorado, and it's 2 miles deep. Now, that canyon was carved by water over thousands and millions of years because water has power. Now, if you put it on the ground, if it's just right here, it's not doing anything, it doesn't have power. But if you put it on a hill, that water runs downhill, it gains power. So water has power. It moves soil very easy. Wind. What? Wind causes soil erosion. Here's my wind. I can dig a ditch with it. Look at that. So wind can blow dirt away if it's not protected by soil or something like that, right? So like on a ball field, you ever been on a ball field and a big gust of wind comes up, it goes whoop. It's like the Dust Bowl. All right, and then here's one, we don't really think about this too much. Does ice, how does ice cause erosion? How?
It can melt and it'll turn into water.
Yeah, it can cause a flood. Exactly, what else?
It could, like, when it melts, and
It does. I agree. But you know, we don't have that problem here a lot. But like up in the northern part of the globe, way up the Transdown, we have something called glaciers. Remember those? We used to have glaciers in North America, and they can erode a lot of ground as they're moving. And probably the worst one is what?
people.
People, the way we build things, the way we concrete everything. Now, if you've got a big parking lot and it's gravel, the water can go through that gravel, right? But if it's all concrete or asphalt, where does that water go? Can it go through the ground, through the asphalt or concrete? It runs off. It's called runoff, and a lot of times where it runs off causes big problems. So we're going to talk real quick about, want to see my farm? I want everybody to stand up. Then I want you to start walking and go all the way around this block and come back and stop right there. And everybody get real close.
What's in there?
This is my farm.
Is it a steak in there? It's just.
Hands out of the farm. Just keep walking.
Oh, that's cute.
Keep going.
What happened to the horse?
All right, this is my farm. Ooh. And in the early spring, you know, farmers start thinking about, let me get in here, preparing their farm for the growing season, right? And on my farm, I have this one field over here. Is that level or is it a hill?
It's cute.
Okay. Does anybody have a garden at home? See a garden at home?
Oh, yes. My dad plants
He plants a garden and he makes the ground look like that with his tractor or tiller, doesn't he? Plants the seeds up here. These are called furrows. Seeds up here, and then the water collects down here. So, how would I prepare this hill? Do it like that? Would that be a good way to do it? Why? The water's going to run straight down those furrows, and it's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. So, should I do it across? Yeah. But the problem is, the day I was supposed to prepare this field, my brother called and we went fishing because it said no rain. Well, you know what happened? It rained so bad where we're going. And what happens? The water hit that field. I'm not going to do it all, but you can see it's going to run downhill the longer it rains. and it washed all this dirt off the field. So I can't plant anything there this year. So over here, I've got a hill again, and this is where I plant my sweet corn. So I don't do furrows, I do a terrace. Makes a big flat area. Has anybody ever had the sweet corn from the farmer's market here? Oh, it's so good. So I make terraces with my John Deere tractor if it's not in the shop. All right, so where would I plant? In the flat area, right. So when it rains, it's just gonna stay right there. It'll run off a little bit, but it'll run down to the next. It slows that water down, and water has what? Power! Very good. And over here, this is where I plant some sweet potato. Oh, somebody's been planting them. I farm here. No, that didn't you. It's probably somebody from yesterday.
I was doing
It's
it.
probably Miss Meg behind us. She was over there playing. So this hill is kind of different, isn't it, than that hill? It's not a flat hill. It kind of goes around. So how would I do my furrows? Like that? No, because you're going to wash out right here and wash out right there. So what I do is, I call it a smiley face furrow. You go with the contour of the hill. These are called contour furrows. So I plant there. You know, we have a lot more of them. Of course, this is sand. So then when it rains, every furrow will slow that water down. So what kind of pollution or soil erosion have I already showed you with my hair dryer? Wind pollution, right? The wind. Oh, y'all, hold on. I forgot my hair dryer.
I just want to see what will happen and see how to make
All right,
stone.
I've got a big flat area up here, and here's my corn. Have you ever seen corn lay down in the field
Yeah.
after a windstorm? Because corn has really shallow roots when the wind blows, so it needs some protection. So, guys, I plant trees or something. I should have planted them beforehand. Something like that. And what do you think the trees do to the wind?
Block it.
Right, it slows the wind down, because wind has what?
Power.
Power. Water has what?
Power.
Y'all got it. All right. You think so? Okay.
Because that one's
All right. All right. Thank you. So, if the wind blows over here, watch your eyes.
So good.
Look at that. It's going to blow my corn down and wash the soil away. But look at this. It's called a windbreak. It's called a windbreak, okay? So what were these called? Terraces. Those were called contour furrows. The ones in the bottom were furrows. And then if we've got a ditch over there. I've got a ditch over there. I don't plant anything, but like through here, I'll just come along and plant some grass like that. That's supposed to be grass. Y'all use your imagination. Y'all have that, right? And when it rains, that grass holds the soil with its roots, and it takes up that water. So now you guys are going to go build your own farm, and you're going to build a windbreak. You're going to have a contour furrow in one corner. I want you to have some grass and a ditch, and that should be enough. So I need about 6 to a table. So if you guys on that side go on that side of the picnic tables, go all the way to the end with 3 people on that side, and you guys go all the way to the end, 3 on each side.
1, 2, 3, keep going, get 3 there. Okay, where's 3?
Hey, y'all come on back up here.
They got 3 inside. 3. Somebody, I need 3 here. Come on, I need 3 here.
And we don't have 3, we can do 2. Come on. 1, 2, 3, come on up here.
There's
There we go. All right, don't touch anything. Don't touch out of your farm. You gotta prepare for it. I'm gonna give you
There's a buggy.
listen up.
You're not listening.
Listen up, and we'll give you a hint about the windbreak. The windbreak needs to be all the way at the end of your farm. This is the end. That's an end. Only on one end, and the earth needs to be level with the edge of the pan. Okay? And then on one corner you could do contour furrows. In the middle you could do grass ditch, and on the Over here, you could do some straight furrows. So, get to working. Teachers can help. Y'all didn't listen. You didn't listen. Where did I say the soil used to be? It used to be up to the edge of the pan. On one end. This is for your windbreak. Over there's for something else. So plant your trees over there. And push your trees really deep. Listen. Really deep. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all didn't. You need to push your soil up to one edge of the pan, even with the edge. So there's where your trees will go. Your windbreak.
Plant them really deep, okay? Push their roots in there really far.
And they only trees up there. Then you can build a little hill over here and do your contour furrows around the hill. Push them in deep.
Yeah.
Go up. Do it. Heel right here, and you can do your contour furrows and just go. And then you put the grass down the middle. Very good.
Right there.
All your trees need to be at the end.
Putting your grass, where's your grass going?
Oh, great furrows. Look at those. Good.
They're
Now,
smiley faces.
Push up your sand a little bit right there.
Let me put my trees.
Okay. Then put some sand down here and put some straight, the grass down there.
Oh, grass.
Ooh, that looks good.
There's another tree over there.
Push them in deep. You're not just laying on the ground, are they? Because I'm going to test your trees out. Oh, we better test. Everybody got their windbreak done? All right. Okay, we're going to check. Okay. Oh, look at that. So what's the difference? If the wind is coming, look out. See? It'll blow everything away. But those trees, they break the power of wind, right? Now they're good. All right, here we go. We're checking your wind. Breaking the power of that wind. If it come around to the other side, look out. See? Makes it erode the soil. All right, it's coming down. Y'all stick them in deep. I'm going to check them. You ready? Watch it. Oh, look. Pretend like they've been growing for 30 years. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Watch it for the wind came from another direction. Look. So the windbreak does its job, doesn't it? Good job. All right, one more to check. Ooh, nice windbreak. See? Watch this. We'll come around this side. All right, everybody, listen up. I think you're done in here at 10:10, right? Oh, there goes my alarm. Okay, I want everybody to wait a minute, pick the trees up, shake them over the pan and lay them to the side. Pick the grass up, shake them in the pan, and lay it to the side. Then once you're done, everybody step out from the picture table. Just a little bit.
No. All right.
Come on, out. I'm doing that. Come on. Make a line over here. Line up to go out.
Somebody left your coat. Dorian, come here.
Somebody left me a jacket. Oh, I like
Natalie,
it.
come here.
She's mine.
Where do we go next?
All right, guys. Wait a minute, guys. Look up. Look up. Water has what?
Power!
Wind has what?
Power!
Can we break that power?
No!
Yes, we can with trees and plants. All right, y'all were great.
Okay, ready? All right, guys.
Going to farm physics is a lot of fun.
Will we see snakes?
No, farm physics, you're talking about moving things with pulleys and ropes and wheelbarrows.
Will we get a pet snake?
We don't have any snakes.